Okay, so we're going to kick it off with a couple songs if y'all want to stand up and or join in.
I've got bipolar disorder, my stuff's not in order. I'm overweight, I'm always late, I've got too many things to say. I rock mom jeans, cat earrings, extrapolate my feelings. My family is
job, everybody. Sit down.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I just have a quick announcement. We're growing up a little, and we're now going to have, if you'd like, if you're interested, separate kids' activities in a room down the hall with Sarah by the door. Sarah, today I heard has something involving robots. Yes. So any kids who want to find out more about that can follow Sarah down the hall. Or grown-ups. We're not going to judge. Anybody who'd rather go check out some robots, follow Sarah. Unless you're going to talk today, which don't leave.
All right, welcome to Sunday Assembly, everybody. My name is Rebecca Atkins. Welcome today. Sunday Assembly is a secular congregation that celebrates life. She's on it. We are born from nothing and go to nothing. Let's enjoy the time in between together. Sunday Assembly has no doctrine. We have no set text, so we can make use of wisdom from all sources. We have no deity. We don't do supernatural, but we won't tell you you're wrong if you do. Sunday Assembly is radically inclusive. Everyone is welcome, regardless of your beliefs. This is a place of love that is open and accepting. We won't tell you how to live, but we will try to help you live as well as you can. Our motto is very simple: live better, help often, and wonder more. Our vision is to help everyone live life as fully as possible. We are a community of people in the Triangle who are interested in celebrating the wonder of life and in making the most of the one life we know we have. We have a big assembly like this one on the second Sunday of every month. We also have smaller events so we can continue to build community between assemblies. Sunday Assembly Chapel Hill is part of a global movement encompassing over 70 assemblies around the world. So we're going to have our icebreaker, chance to get to talk to some people. So our icebreaker is, how did you get here? Before we go any further, let's take a couple of minutes to get to know each other better. This is an icebreaker that was suggested by one of our regular assembliers. Find someone you don't know or don't know well and tell them about why you're at Sunday Assembly. This can be as in-depth as you want. You could describe your journey of belief or tell a story about your neighbor who really wanted you to sing Katy Perry songs with strangers. Let's take about 5 minutes or so and go.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm the former.
If you have a Life Happens, Life Happens is a time where you can share something going on for you. It could be a happy thing, a not so happy thing. It can be anonymous or with your name. The little blue bucket on the sign-in table, there's some note cards there you can fill out for Life Happens, and we'll share it with the assembly toward the end. So now we have a reading.
I'm so sorry. I had to make the slides. Yes!
Good morning. My reading this morning is called We Answer the Call of Love, and it's by Julia Corbett Kmeyer, and I modified it slightly for Sunday Assembly. In the face of hate, we answer the call of love. In the face of exclusion, we answer the call of inclusion. In the face of homophobia, we answer the call of LGBTQ rights. In the face of racism, we answer of justice for all races. In the face of xenophobia, we answer the call of pluralism. In the face of misogyny, we answer the call of women's rights. In the face of demagoguery, we answer the call of reason. In the face of religious intolerance, we answer the call of diversity. In the face of narrow nationalism, we answer the call of global community. In the face of bigotry, we answer the call of open-mindedness. In the face of despair, we answer the call of hope. At Sunday Assembly, we answer the call of love, now more than ever. Thank you.
I couldn't think of the plan for you, I'm sorry. Thank you, that's okay.
Hi, I'm
Russell, and today I've got today's moment of science. About a year ago, there was some news that came out. Some of you, most of you probably heard, gravitational waves were observed. There's a couple of observatories, one in Washington State and one in my home state in Louisiana, that were developed to detect gravitational waves. And gravitational waves were actually presumed by Einstein about 100 years ago in 1916 that they would exist based on the implications of special relativity. And then 100 years later, they were actually observed. He never thought it would ever be possible technologically to observe this kind of phenomenon. And so it kind of starts with a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. 1.3 billion years ago, actually, and that's how far away it is. Two supermassive black holes were circling each other and collided with a force releasing an amount of energy that is truly unimaginable. I'm going to throw the word billion around a lot here, and I think most of us have had enough science to understand that the mind really has a hard time wrapping itself around a number that big. The two black holes were 36 and 29 solar masses. When they combined, it produced a black hole of 62 solar masses. Some of you may have noticed that 3 solar masses disappeared. They in fact disappeared. They were turned into energy in an instant. And in that instant, the energy released by that event was more energy than was being released by the rest of the observable universe. Now, take something on that scale and fast forward 1.3 billion years. And these gravitational waves are now little ripples in space-time that are hitting the Earth. And the observation that was made is astounding. It's two sets of 4 mirrors are arrayed in an L-shape, tubes about a little over 2 miles long. They comprise the second largest man-made vacuum in the world after the collider in CERN. And lasers, very, very, very advanced lasers that shoot a single wavelength of light down these tubes. They bounce back and forth, and when the gravitational waves come through the planet, the mirrors slightly move apart and move back. Now, the distance that they move is, we all know what a centimeter is. Cut that in 100 pieces, and you have the width of a human hair. Cut that in 100 more pieces, and you have a micron, which is the length of the wavelength of light that was being used to perform this observation. Cut that into 10,000 pieces, and you have the diameter of an atom. Cut that into 100,000 more pieces, and we're now talking 10 to the minus 15 centimeters, 1/10,000th the diameter of a proton. That was the accuracy with which this machine functions. It is as if it is the same as measuring the distance from here to Proxima Centauri, accurate to within the width of a human hair. And what's cool about it is that it's a new way of apprehending the universe. All of our observations of the universe have been just that, observations. We see. Someone once said, the information is in the light. That's why eyes evolved so many times. And now we can hear the universe. It's a brand new way of observing the universe. And they have lots of new gravitational wave observatories that are being theorized and will be coming online. We now get to listen to the universe as well as see it. So, thank you very much.
Wow.
Okay. So we have not one, but two great speakers today. Renee and Bert Roush. Both sit on the board of PFLAG Triangle. PFLAG is an advocacy group that provides education, resources, microphone, and solidarity to gay, queer, and trans youth and their families. Renee and Bert will be speaking about PFLAG's mission, as well as their own personal experiences in growing to be more accepting people. So please welcome Renee and Bert.
So I've never used a microphone before in my life. So I wrote down a few notes just because I don't want to forget. So,
You want to get a little closer.
A little bit closer.
oh, it's very intrusive. My name is Renee Roush, and it is not Renee. It is Renee. Oh, please don't do that to me. And I'm here representing PFLAG, which is Parents, Families, and Friends of Lesbians and Gays. They've shortened it now, and they just say PFLAG like everybody knows our organization, but unfortunately that's not true. And we talk to people all the time, they never heard of us, even though we've been around since 1972, which is another story. So I would like to thank the Sunday Assembly. Thank you, Kevin, who's been corresponding with us and telling us we were going to have 2 to 4 inches of snow, which didn't happen, thank goodness. And we're here to just share a little bit of our story of having a gay daughter. So Bert and I are in a second marriage. So Bert has 2 children, a son and a daughter, and I have 2 girls. And my eldest daughter, who is 48, is a lesbian. To say that it took me a long time to be able to say the L word is a bit of where my story comes from. So I was not the kind of mother I should have been. You know, I meet mothers today who say, oh, my kid told me yesterday they were gay, and I'm great. I'm marching in the gay pride parade, and I'm wonderful, and it's not my story. So when my daughter came out in about 1988, which is another lifetime ago to you guys, well, by the time she came out, I guess I knew she came out. She came out when she was 20. But as a 2-year-old, she was a tomboy. And I have pictures of her in a little pair of shorts and a t-shirt and a baseball cap backwards. And she was very athletic, and she always played with the boys. And I thought, well, she's a tomboy, and obviously she's going to outgrow this, because I was a tomboy until I went through adolescence, and then I somehow lost all my muscle mass and turned into a girl. But she never really changed. Kind of masculine, wasn't happy with her body, and I refused to see it. I kept thinking, it's a phase, it's going to change. And so when she was little, she played with boys all the time. But then as she became an adolescent and went to high school, and middle school and high school, she had girlfriends and she was with girls. And the girls were all straight. And that was very confusing to me. I wasn't sure what I was looking at. And there was no help then. There was nothing to read, no one to talk to. I didn't know another gay person. Somebody had a gay hairdresser, and that was my experience with gay people. And I'm Jewish, and I was raised Jewish, but not a particularly religious family. So I don't know where I got in my head that being gay was a sin. So yeah, my parents believed in God, and I guess I did as a kid too, and there was a Bible, and maybe people told me that it was a sin. And in my head, it was a sin. And I did everything I could to change her. We went through, she had to have her hair permed. We went through, she had to wear dresses. We went through shaming and humiliating and all the bad things that a parent should do, I did. She was a very unhappy adolescent and acted out a lot, and our family went through a lot of trauma together. And she was always angry. She was always angry at me. I didn't understand why. We took her to therapists, no help. They didn't know why she was angry. She was angry. She never said she was gay. I didn't guess in my stupidity. I didn't know she was gay or realize she was gay. And it went on for quite a few years until Thank God she graduated high school. Hooray, which I never thought she would do because she had so much trouble in school. And she went to junior college for about a year, and then she moved out. And she moved in with a friend, a woman. And we thought, oh great, she has a friend. She lives with a woman. They have separate bedrooms. So not. And, we would go over in the house, lovely house. The woman was a bit older, so she owned her own home. And we would go over, and years later, my daughter told us that she de-diked the house. Before we would come, they put away, they took pictures off the walls, for goodness sakes, and they took away all the magazines and everything. We didn't know. But by that time, you know, times had changed, and maybe I was a little bit more open to the thought that, you know what, this child of mine, she's actually gay. And by the time she came out to me when she was, to us, when she was 20, I could actually say, it's okay. But the first thing we did, and we were living in New Jersey at the time, was join a PFLAG chapter. And the very first meeting we went into a room. We didn't know anybody with a gay child. We didn't know any gay people. There was nobody we could talk to. We walked into a room and it's filled with people. They look normal. They're happy. They're talking. They're talking about their kids. My child went here and he went there, or she went there, and I was like, I was stunned because I don't know what I expected. People to be in grief like I was, grieving what I thought my child would be, that she wasn't going to walk down the aisle in a white dress, that I wouldn't have grandchildren, and all these people were happy, and that was a real wake-up call to me. And I remember at that first meeting, the group was sitting around and somebody asked the question, would you change your child from being gay, if you could? And everybody, every other parent in that room said no. And I thought, oh my God, these people were on drugs. It was like so crazy to me. And it took me a long, long time, and I am talking decades, to be able to say to you very clearly, no, I would not change a hair on my child's head, because that would change really who she was. Forgive me. I've gone through this. So we're still on the journey today. We're still members of PFLAG today. We don't go to the PFLAG meetings because we need support. We go because even after all these years, there are parents that come crying. I found out my child was gay. I don't know what to do. A lot of it is religiously based. They're going with the sin thing, and God said, and you'll go to hell, and blah, blah, blah. Gay people come, they're so beyond themselves. They're so fearful, they can't come out, or they've come out to their parents, and their parents have rejected them. And even after all these years, we hear the same stories. So we go so that we can say to people, you know, we're not the parents that say, oh great, my child's gay, I'm parading next week. But we're saying, you know what, we have been through this. There is pain and there is grief, but you can work through it. You can come to an understanding of what your child, who your child is and what your child is. And you can come to way past tolerance and way past acceptance to celebration. And I guess that's where we are today. We are able to celebrate the fact that we have a gay child. And my husband Bert and I always say that it is due to her having a gay child, to going through this process from tolerance to acceptance to celebration, that it has opened our minds to other forms of intolerance. And all of a sudden, when you see that intolerance and that hatred to that group is your child, all of a sudden your mind is way open to the other forms of intolerance. And we credit having a gay child to being much more socially active, our mind is more inclusive. I'm listening to what you said in the beginning and the songs you sang. It's so much what we are in our hearts. Just a point of interest, we're part of a humanistic Jewish congregation, and we're non-theistic, but we're Jewish in tradition, which is, I mean, I didn't know anything about the Sunday Assembly before we came, and we did a little reading, and it's kind of where we are in our hearts, except the Judaism. So, and that's basically where we are. Just a few postscripts. So we are part of PFLAG. We meet the first Thursday in Durham and the third Wednesday in Raleigh. So it's the same chapter, but we meet in two places because people come from so far. People drive so far to have somebody to speak to have somebody to talk to. And now, of course, we're getting many more trans kids. We're getting people of trans kids. It's a whole nother subject that is in the last couple of years that has really come to the forefront, which is really now fighting for acceptance. Not an easy situation for anybody, not easy for the parents, not easy for the kids, something that Bert and I are learning about all the time because it's not something we have experience with. And my last little postscript before my husband wants to say a few words is that at the age of 39, my daughter, who always thought that anything that had to do with down there women-y was kind of gross, decided to have a baby. So thanks to the miracle of science and in vitro, she and her partner had a baby, and she had a baby, and our granddaughter is 10. And so people will come to our meetings and say, I'll never have grandchildren. And I'll say, don't be so sure, these things can happen. So that's kind of our story. I don't think it's unique, especially not maybe for way back when. We kept saying, we hope that someday PFLAG's out of business, that nobody will need anybody to talk to anymore. But the sad thing is that we're not out of business, and now the bathroom ban and everything that's happening, it's like we know we have to stick together to be the voice for the gay community. Some gay people can't speak out for themselves. They would lose their jobs, they would lose their homes, they certainly would lose their families. We can speak out. We're not losing anything, we're only gaining. So I thank you. I'm going to turn this over to my husband Bert, who has a few.
2,000 words.
A few.
Well, thank you. Hi, my name is Bert Rausch, and husband and stepfather of our gay daughter from New Jersey. My background is a little different. I was born and raised in an Orthodox Jewish family in Williamsburg section of Brooklyn, New York. And as I've progressed through my life, I have moved up the ladder from Orthodox to conservative to Reform and now to humanistic. And I guess if I had remained Orthodox, then I would find that my stepdaughter was really very sinful, but fortunately I have not remained Orthodox. And it also bugs me to hear how some of the religions blame Leviticus, or they look to that section in Leviticus to condemn homosexuality. And I have a couple of things to say about that, and they asked questions about it and have never received answers from the religious folks. And one of the things I say is that ancient Hebrew, you try to translate it into modern English, it's very difficult because you don't know all the nuances and everything. I mean, even look at English. If I 10 years ago said a CD, you would think a certificate of deposit. Now I say CD, you think of something that plays music. So the meanings of things change. And Also, in Leviticus, they seem to pick that one thing. And I say, do you eat shellfish? Because that's forbidden in Leviticus. Do you wear blended fabrics? Because that's forbidden. And they totally ignore me. I've asked this question to very religious folks, and they just, I never get a response back. But anyway, returning to our daughter, we are very fortunate in having a blended family. And I have a son and a daughter, and we have a very diverse family. We have a African-American nephew, and we have mixed race great nieces, and we all get together for all kinds of things, and it absolutely floors me how accepting every single person in our family is. There has never been any problem within our family with all the diversity and with our gay daughter. So it's really been fantastic. And as we say, we have a beautiful, beautiful granddaughter who's 10 years old. And our life has really been turned around by having a gay daughter. When we lived in New Jersey originally, before we found out, you know, we lived a typical middle-class life. We'd go out to dinner, we'd go to the movies, and that was about it. And then as we got involved, we are now involved in many organizations. You know, we were involved with the ACLU. We went to the HK-on-J March. We participated in that, and there's just you name it. Pretty much we do it, or if we don't exactly do it, we at least contribute to the organization so they can do it. So it has changed our lives immensely, and I am so thankful that we are where we are in our lives, and it makes it easy for us now to help other people accept. Although we're finding that particularly with there seems to be more of the transgender people, we're finding that the families of the transgender people are having a more difficult time accepting what's going on with their children, and we're just trying to help them move through. So, you know, I'd like to thank you for having us here, and if you have any questions, we'd be happy to answer them. And so, again, thank you so much for inviting us. I also didn't know of your existence. Now I am aware of another organization, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. I think it's music time. Is it music time?
your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors, true colors, true colors are shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Dave. Good job. All right, you can sit down.
Again? Oh, no, I couldn't.
All right, let's take a moment to pause and reflect on how we feel when we feel acceptance, when we feel seen and known and valued. When you leave here today, try to bring this feeling with you and be ready to share it with anyone who needs it. So, hang out, close your eyes for a sec, just breathe.
All right. Stand on my tiptoes. It's time for Life Happens. This is a part of every assembly where we share things that are going on in our lives, whether they're really exciting things that we want everyone to be aware of, or some more challenging things that we'd like to share and get support for. I have a few things, and if anybody has anything else to contribute, I'm happy to do live Life Happens. Okay, so up first. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Thank you. All right. I'm not sure who wrote this. Jax and I met Jenny Lawson, the author of Furiously Happy, You Know You're Here, Let's Pretend This Never Happened, and it was awesome. I bet it was. Ah, yes. A family event. That's cool. I think this is happy news for some and sad news for others. Randy and Jill and Charlotte are moving. And they're not sure where yet, but I talked to her. It's far away, guys. They will know this week. They hope to attend at least one more Sunday assembly here before they leave, and they're gonna miss us. We're gonna miss them. I'm gonna miss you guys. But you all go on a fun adventure, and you will either go somewhere where there's a Sunday assembly, or you'll help start one.
No pressure.
All right, this is from Jax. Pop Pop is in the hospital again. He has an infection and his immune system is wiped out from chemo. He's been in the hospital for over 2 weeks. I'm scared for him, and I'm scared he might never get to leave the hospital. That's really hard. So we're thinking about you, Guthrie family. And our last one from Nicole. I've started the process of buying a house, got my pre-qualification, and I just need to find a home I love. Yay! Nicole! Nicole, there's some houses for sale in our neighborhood if you want to move to Durham. All right, great. Anybody else have anything they want to share? Like Toby?
In case you haven't noticed, it's snowing.
celebration or a sadness. It
Yeah.
just depends on the person.
That's the, we'll see if it's still there when we all walk out of here.
The curtain.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Okay, we have a whole bunch of community events coming up, so I'll go through them quickly. I'll ask the person running each event to please stand up so you can ask them any questions you might have after the assembly. On Saturday, the 18th, we'll have our quarterly open board meeting. All are welcome to attend or add items to the agenda, and we'll also post minutes online afterwards. Talk to Kevin or any organizer, someone with a green lanyard, if you have any questions. They're not as boring as they sound. We do have a good time. On Sunday, the 19th, we'll be taking an afternoon walk through Carolina North Forest. We'll be meeting at the Sewell Elementary parking lot and then picking one or more of the trails nearby to explore. Leash dogs and kids are welcome. Talk to Kate afterwards.
Leash dogs and kids.
Did I say leash kids and dogs? I didn't even notice. Well, you've met my kids, so. On Sunday, the 26th, we'll have a family board game afternoon at the Chapel Hill Public Library. Kids of all ages are welcome. That means grown-ups too. Accompanied by a parent or guardian. Please don't drop your kids off. But bring along any games you'd like to try. Talk to John or Jill afterwards. So John and then Jill in the back. On Monday, the 27th, our conversation group will have its third meeting. This is a great opportunity to explore ethical or philosophical questions in a safe and open space. We'll be talking about touchstones we use to help us make ethical decisions. A touchstone could be anything that inspires you, a book, a song, a role model you had growing up, a theory about how the world works. Talk to Randy if you have questions. On Saturday, April 1st, we'll be volunteering again at the North Carolina Diaper Bank. The Diaper Bank collects donations of diapers and wipes and distributes them through shelters, food banks, and women's health centers. Their goal is to ensure that nobody in North Carolina has to choose between buying diapers and food. This is a low-stress, all-ages volunteer opportunity. You can chat and get to know your fellow assembliers while you package diapers. So just in case you don't know, diapers are not covered by food stamps. So for families that receive aid or maybe should be receiving aid and don't for some reason, diapers are a really financial hardship. Those of us who've recently bought diapers know why. We'll also be collecting new packaged diapers at our March assembly. That's today. To bring to the bank when we volunteer. So if you have diapers, like I forgot to bring our diapers, you can either bring them with you when we volunteer or contact one of us with the green lanyards. We can meet up with you to get your diapers. And they do take open diapers. So if you know somebody who has a little kid where they outgrow them before, I'm ad-libbing. Talk to Sylvia if you have questions.
And it is all ages. There's like a toddler play area.
Yeah, and it's a pretty simple task, so even the little kids can help. Maybe not toddlers, but. And lastly, the Posh to Nosh Run is on Saturday, April 8th. This is an event to support the LGBTQ Center of Durham. It's a point-to-point race through Durham, starting at Posh the Salon and finishing at Nosh for an epic after party with plenty of eats, treats, and live music. While this is a race, running is not required. So I'm the one that's organizing this, and I have a sticker on my car that says 0.0, I don't run. Yes. And so the fact that I'm doing this means you can do it too. So it's not very far. It's a 5K, but I think it's a 5K-ish. And as long as you can keep up a pretty brisk walk, that's what I'll be doing. Y'all have a sticker. So you can go at your own pace. I'll be going at a slow pace. If there are faster people, maybe y'all can hook up with each other. There's a $30 fee to register, and you can talk to me if you have questions. Then we also have a all ages talent show. So our May assembly is on Mother's Day, and to celebrate, we're going to have 10 3-minute spots. So you can sing, you can juggle, you can tell a story, any talent that you might have that you want to share. It's a great welcoming group to share your talent. Everyone always smiles and cheers. And then we also have Joe to share some more information. not about the talent show, about something else. I knew I wouldn't remember.
Hi, so I'm here with kind of the help often part of the program. We don't do supernatural, but one thing I like about people who do supernatural is they often put a lot of effort into doing things to make the world better. Some of them do. So one thing that people have done in this area is the Orange County Justice United, which is a group of different congregations from around the area to do different things. I met with the organizer this month. He told me a little story that's kind of given their point of view. There was this village by a river, and they're responding to their own business, and a baby floats by. So they go rescue the baby and then take care of it. The next day, another baby comes floating on the river. And the next day, another one. And they start, getting organized to take care of the babies, And then someone says, should we go upstream and see who's throwing babies in the river? So the idea is take care of people who need help, but also try to find out what's happening, why they need help. So this coming month, what they did last year, they talked to the Orange County prosecutor about the fact that undocumented people since 2006 cannot get their driver's license renewed, which means that they're driving without a license a lot of times, and they get in trouble for that kind of stuff. The Orange County prosecutor promised last fall to come up with a plan about how they're going to try to address this. So on the 28th, which is a Tuesday, at 7 p.m. at St. Thomas More's Church, they're going to have this big rally. I'm going to go basically to kind of show the flag for Sunday Assembly. If anybody else wants to come, and you don't have to stay the whole time, but wants to come and let people know that we're here, we're kind of exploring whether they're a good fit for us. So let me know, because they do want to kind of get a head count, how many people. They plan to have a pretty full house. So anybody who has a couple hours on Tuesday the 28th, just let me know. Thanks.
All right. Sunday Assembly is run entirely on donations. We use your donations for our venue rentals, insurance, website hosting fees, printing, and other costs. If you're able to help, we have several options for donation. We have a fishbowl at the back of the room today. We accept PayPal through our website, and there's also a sign up to be a sustainer and contribute a fixed amount every month. All donations are tax deductible. So I do the fixed amount because then I don't have to think about it. It's not a mind-blowing amount of money, but every month it just comes out. It's very easy, so I highly recommend that one. Our next assembly is right here on April 9th. Our speaker will be Rob Wall from
NC Cred.
NC Cred. I was like, do I say NCCRED? NC Cred, Commission on Racial and Ethnic Disparities in the Criminal Justice System. He'll be here talking about implicit bias or underlying assumptions about the world that we aren't aware of, and exploring how implicit bias affects our everyday lives, the justice system, and the world as a whole. So we've got some final words before our last song and snack time. Compassion is not a relationship between the healer and the wounded. It is a relationship between equals. Only when we know our own darkness well can we be present with the darkness of others. Compassion becomes real when we recognize our shared humanity.
Okay, one thing I should note about the talent show, if you want to sing a song, we've got a backing band here. So just talk to us. We'll learn pretty much whatever. Not Dream Theater, but pretty much anything.
And the best thing you've ever done for me
It's nap time. Hooray, good job.
Yeah, that's like.
Thank you.